Yes, welcome once again, everyone. Cannabis News. I'm your host, Joe Klare. It's June 3rd, 2019. The show, as always, is presented by the Marijuana Times. MarijuanaTimes.org is where you can find us. Click the video tab there to find the show. A lot of great articles and writers there as well. MarijuanaTimes.org. We are approaching episode 420. It'll be at the end of next week, episode 420 of Cannabis News. Thank you to all of you who have helped us grow over the last year and a half, whatever it's been, a little more than a year and a half, spreading the truth about cannabis with this show. We could not do it without you. Today we're talking about CBD. We're talking about what the TSA thinks about CBD and their new rules about CBD on flights. We'll also talk about the CBD hearing from last week for the FDA, or in front of the FDA, or with the FDA, whatever. Also, medical marijuana experiment to be launched in France. All that coming up. First, of course, Cannabis News is brought to you by NatureSide, nature-side.com, and their organic, all-natural pesticides. Make sure you grow safe and poison-free and aren't using harmful chemicals on what you are growing. Don't use banned pesticides. Be regulatory compliant. It sounds like a lot, but it's not. It can all be accomplished with a simple visit to nature-side.com, a proud sponsor of Cannabis News. They're awesome. Go check them out. Thank you, NatureSides. First story from MarijuanaTimes.org. The TSA approves bringing hemp-derived CBD on flights. The TSA updated their what to bring page, or what not to bring page, or what can I bring page, however you want to put it. They updated their website, the TSA did, about CBD. CBD and hemp products are officially something you can bring on flights with specific limitations. TSA was made aware of an FDA-approved drug that contains CBD oil for children who experience seizures from pediatric epilepsy, a spokesman of the TSA said. To avoid confusion as to whether families can travel with this drug, TSA immediately updated TSA.gov. Once we became aware of the issue over Memorial Day weekend, TSA made a point to change their website, stating that they are now allowing hemp-derived CBD both in carry-on and checked bags. According to them, this update was made to comply with federal changes according to the 2018 Farm Bill. Now, under medical marijuana, the TSA website reads, quote, possession of marijuana and certain cannabis-infused products, including some cannabidiol oil, remaining legal under federal law. TSA officers are required to report any suspected violations of law, including possession of marijuana and certain cannabis-infused products. Medications that contain hemp-derived CBD or approved by the FDA are legal as long as it is produced within the regulations defined by the law under the Agricultural Improvement Act of 2018, aka the 2018 Farm Bill. So not only is it the FDA-approved Epidiolex, but any hemp-derived CBD products / medications, according to the TSA. So just go crazy, as much CBD as you can, and travel all over the country and all over the world with it. Traveling with CBD. That can be your YouTube channel. It's his name. I don't know. I'm not doing all the work for you. I'm not doing all the branding. You have to figure out the rest. I'm saying travel the world with CBD. What you do beyond that is up to you. This next story from France24.com. France to launch medical cannabis experiment in coming weeks. Therapeutic cannabis may soon be legally available in France to hundreds of thousands of patients suffering from serious pain caused by illness, according to patient groups. Somewhere between 300,000 and 1 million patients could be eligible for its use, or could be eligible to use it, medical marijuana, that is. There will be about 2 years of experimentation with therapeutic cannabis, beginning as soon as the health ministry gives the green light. This according to Professor Nicolas Authier, the head of pharmacology at Clermont-Ferrand University Hospital Center's pain clinic. Authier heads the committee of experts charged by the National Agency for the Safety of Health Products of evaluating the practical arrangements for the distribution of medical marijuana. The report will be released on June 26th. The experiment will be set up very quickly in the coming weeks, confirmed Jean-Baptiste Moreau, the LREM, the Republic on the Move MP, contacted by France 24. The Republic on the Move, is that a political party? I don't know. I'm clueless, basically. I know that the one socialist dude is the president of France. That's about all I know. So the guy, the MP from the Republic on the Move, He said the challenge is ensuring a French supply chain for the production of these pharmaceutical products. At first, they're going to have to import from other countries more than likely until the supply chain can be set up in France. During the trial period, which could last until mid 2021, we will need to import pharmaceutical products that are clear. What experimentation means, I really don't know. I guess they'll allow some people to have it and ask them how it went, and then decide in 2 years it's going to be a permanent thing. I mean, I can't see you having all these people giving medical marijuana over the next 2 years and then saying, no, we're not going to do this anymore. Give us back the cards, medical marijuana cards, you're done. We did it for 2 years, we experimented, it didn't work, give it back. And just get on with it. Get on with it. 2-year experimentation period. Whether or not people can choose to use medical marijuana. A decision that impacts the law, impacts the rights of no one else. Now, I'm not talking about, France's constitution or getting into political debates about how that works over there. I don't care. These people aren't harming anybody if they choose medical marijuana over some pill. But they need 2 years to really, really look at this to find out that it's okay for people to choose marijuana to medicate. It's fine. So, 2 years experimentation to find that out. Go. It's the last story from MarketWatch.com. Cannabis stocks fall after FDA hearing on CBD finds conflicting views of substance. Cannabis stocks were mostly lower Monday as investors digested the first reports from Friday's regulatory hearing on cannabis and its ingredients and the news that Illinois is legalizing weed for recreational adult use. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration, aka the FDA, conducted its first ever hearing on cannabis and its non-intoxicating ingredient CBD all day Friday with more than 100 speakers offering views, including researchers, health professionals, advocates, manufacturers, and opponents. The FDA has warned companies that because of use, CBD is a drug, it cannot be added to food or beverages or marketed as a dietary supplement in interstate commerce, but it has also said that given the strong public interest in CBD as a wellness aid, it will seek to help provide pathways to regulatory approval. The discussion was, quote, at times absurd with outlandish claims, inconsistent messages, and an undercurrent of potential safety concerns, said Everscore ISI analysts led by Josh Schimmer. It was, however, quite favorable for GW Pharma. The FDA made clear that it wants to ensure the substance continues to be subjected to clinical research. Schimmer said, considering the extent to which the CBD cat is out of the bag, it remains to be seen how the FDA will regulate this industry. It might not have adequate resources to fully monitor and police. And in other words, they had this big hearing Friday, and a bunch of people spoke, and that was it. Nothing was really decided. If you expected something to be decided, you were setting yourself up for disappointment. The federal government's now getting involved in CBD, so it's going to be a long process. When I say long, you may be thinking, well, I know what long is. No, you don't know long. You don't know long until you've seen the way the federal government goes through the process of something like this. It's going to be a while. States are going to have to do what they're going to do. Retailers are going to do what they're going to do. And someday the federal government will let us know what we should have been doing all along and how wrong we were for what we were doing or how right we were, depending. We'll continue to follow this and other stories, cannabis industry, community, all that stuff right here on Cannabis News. Check us out at marijuanatimes.org. Thank you to NatureSide, nature-side.com, and their organic, all-natural pesticides. Thank you all of you for watching and listening as we approach the end of next week, episode 420. Get us on YouTube and Vimeo. Search Marijuana Times on there. Search us out also on Apple Podcasts for the audio version of the show. Thanks for watching and listening today. And we'll see you next time right here on Cannabis News.